Peace and blessings, family. I am Astarius Miraculi, and this is day 40 in 100 days of healing. Today, I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that were programmed into my being as a child, particularly regarding some things that my mama would say to me. Mama used to say over and over, nobody will ever love you the way that I love you. Now, Mama was alcoholic during my entire growing up, so sometimes the way that Mama loved me was a bit twisted, and I'm sure she did the best that she could do for where she was at. I appreciate that she was wanting to let me know that she really loved me. That's why she would say, nobody will ever love you the way that I love you. And I feel the way that I took that on is, I took it on in a way that it invalidated any other love that would come to me other than Mama's love. That if it wasn't Mama's love, it wouldn't be valid. It couldn't measure up, that somehow it would fall short. So I appreciate the love that Mama shared with me, and I allow myself to receive greater love. And the more I grow and evolve, the more love I can receive. Now, when I look at the unfolding of my life, I do see that I was deeply loved in a few, two marriages and other relationships. And the love that they shared with me always seemed to, in my experience, fall short in some way. It never really measured up. I didn't realize that I was fulfilling, that program, that Mama put into me. And so even though I was so deeply loved many, many times, there wasn't the full appreciation, or I didn't fully get it. I didn't fully get the value of it. I think that at a subconscious level, I was invalidating some parts of it because Mama said, nobody will ever love you the way that I love you. And so in this now moment, I maximize my appreciation for all of those times that I was loved and was not able to fully get it in that moment. I'm choosing to get it in this moment. I maximize the minimum so that the minimum can become the maximum. By virtue of my maximizing my appreciation of that love, I'm allowing myself to now receive the fruition and the greater benefit of it, even now, even though the experience of me receiving that love was actually way, way in the past. And so I open to receive even greater love, even more love. I recognize and I embrace the truth that I am worthy of even more love than my mama was able to give me based upon where she was at in her evolvement. And so I'm grateful for all those times that I was loved. And I'm grateful for now having the presence of mind and heart to elevate my appreciation for it. I commemorate with greater gratitude all the times that I was loved, and recognize that it was Creator Source loving me through those beloveds. Another thing that Mama would say is, if I lose you, I won't have anyone. And so I took on a false sense of responsibility to make Mama happy. She was never really happy in her relationships, with my stepfather or the other relationships that she had. And I, as a little boy, felt responsible for Mama's happiness. I wanted to see my mama be happy. I was aware of the fact that she wasn't happy. And so in this now moment, I'm letting go of any false sense of responsibility for my mama's happiness or anyone else's happiness other than my own. I can be a catalyst and a complement to other people's happiness, but I can't take full-on responsibility for anybody else's happiness. And so I let go right now, in this now moment, I let go of the false sense of responsibility for my mama's happiness and anyone else's happiness that has been a part of my life. And if there was an imprint of that fear of losing, because maybe mama's saying, if I lose you, I won't have anyone, maybe I took that on too. So any false sense of the fear of losing someone in this now moment, I let that go. And I honor the oneness and the fulfillment that I share with the Most High. That God is my blessing. Creator Source is always with me. And the relationship with Creator Source is eternal. And I'll never lose that. And I affirm with all that I am right now that no one will ever love me more than I love me. And others will love me as I love me. They can only follow my example. If I want to be loved by others, I must love myself first, because I can't lead where I won't go, and the mirror will not reflect what I don't show. And so I choose to, by the grace and the mercy and the empowerment of the Most High, to elevate my love for myself. No one will ever love me more than I love me. And others will love me as I love me. And lastly, there's a little statement that people make in sharing love with each other. Someone will say, I love you, and the other person will say, I love you more. I just want to say that may be a gesture of invalidating. That, you may love me, but my love is greater than your love. So there may be a little disempowerment in that, to say to a beloved when they've said, I love you, if you say, I love you more. I've never said that, but I just noticed that gets passed around a lot. So thank you for receiving this, and I am grateful to have shared it and feel the elevation of my love for myself and clearing some of those programs that have been at times negatively affecting my life. I love you so much.